Hey there YouTube, it's Chris Mack. In today's episode of Chris's Kit, we're going to go over the Pocket Samurai. Now, I know it's a Pocket Samurai, which means it's kind of on the small side, so you might have a little trouble seeing it, but I'll do some tabletop here in a minute. But let me give you a little bit of background on when I ordered this thing. So, as a nurse, I always do like to keep something a little bit sharp on me to get into boxes and stuff, and sometimes whenever you're wearing scrubs, big old trauma shears are just hard to keep a hold of. So I usually do carry a Swiss Army knife all the time in my scrubs. But probably about 2 years ago now, I did transfer to the cath lab for a while. And whenever I went down there, they supplied us our scrubs rather than the scrubs that I wear all the time working in the ICU. And those are the good old-fashioned drawstring ones that I had to wear. So I had less pockets, didn't have the option of wearing a belt, and I was just kind of limited on pocket space. So I thought, what better than a Pocket Samurai? And I have to admit, when I first got this thing in the mail, I was like, holy cow, this thing is small. This thing isn't going to do anything. But then I was like, that's actually really nice, because I was able to, on my undershirt, to just clip that right there. And I didn't notice it until I needed it. So the factor of it being small was actually a good thing, long story short. But then whenever I actually started taking it to work and using it at work, I realized that this blade is phenomenally sharp. For such a small tool, it is a workhorse. It really is. This thing would go through boxes whenever I was needing to break them down. It was opening packages to get into different medications. It was just a really sturdy knife that I carry quite frequently. Now that I've transferred back, I went back to a Swiss Army knife because I do like it. But I do keep this thing around and I do use it quite frequently still. But like I said, the main compliment I have for this is truly the strong, sharp blade and how sturdy it's held up to everything I've put it through. Alright, here we are tabletop with this little guy, and it truly is little, so that way you can get a really good comparison here. There it is in comparison to a full-size Bic lighter. So it's got some pretty decent detail here, so that way you can get a good grip on it. It's got a nice little thumb stud. It is a liner lock, and it works very, very well. It's got a nice little lanyard here for your keyring, and like I said, it's got this really nice robust clip that I would use to put this on the inside of my undershirt, which worked out very, very well. But the other thing to note is the actual scales themselves. So this is the aluminum body version, and I believe it comes in, I know it's at least 3, but I want to say there's probably 5 different colors that it comes in. And then there's also a titanium version as well. And like I said, it's really nice there. And show you the 440C. Alright, and so you can see how sharp the thing still is and how easy it is to manipulate for its small size. Piece of paracord here, I mean, it's not difficult to get right in there, even as small it is with my bigger hands. It's really easy to just get in there. And it's still really sharp after all the abuse I put it through using it at work. Alright, so if you like this thing, you can go ahead and get one for yourself. There is a link down below in the description that is an affiliate link, just so that way everyone's aware and on the same page. But there is a link down in the description, so please go ahead and order one. And I'll go ahead and put a link for, like I said, this one is the aluminum body, but I'll put a link for the aluminum, and for those of you who are into the titanium, I'll put a link for the titanium one down there as well. So like and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to see the next video that comes out. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.